ladies, it's Katie here at Woven Devotion. Thank you so much for joining me for this tutorial. We are doing a very fun, glowy summer look. So even for you pale girls out there, you can look like you have a bronzy look. So the idea is to blend, 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 because we don't want to look like our face is a different color from the rest of our body, but you can still get that awesome, sunny kind of glow. So if you're interested in this look, then stay tuned. Right, so let's get started. Hey guys, so as you can see, I'm looking like Two-Face right now. So this is the final product, and we're attempting to match this side to the other side, so yikes. Okay, anyway, first of all, I start off with fresh, cleanly washed face, and then I put some primer on it. Primer is really great because it fills in all of those pores. It helps your makeup last a lot longer, and it makes it apply so much better too. Now, as you can see, I've got huge issues with dark circles, hashtag mom life. I know some of you out there know exactly what I'm talking about. So I always make sure that I prime really well, specifically under my under eye, and you just want to be careful you don't tug too badly at your eye as well. Now the primer that I have actually kind of doubles as a primer for your eyelid as well, so I just kind of tap it over it. All right, so once that is on sufficiently, I take my foundation, sorry, I'm my hair, and I use just one of these little flat brushes here. And I just start patting, patting, patting. Now ladies, this look is for those of you who appreciate full coverage, because I am using a more full coverage foundation and products as well. However, I love that the final result looks like you don't have that much makeup on. That's kind of the ideal, really, at least in my opinion. So use whatever products work for you, but the key is really blending. That's kind of where a lot of people go wrong, is that they don't blend well enough. So just make sure you're blending. Now that includes kind of taking it a little bit down your neck. Finding a good foundation that's really matching your skin tone is going to be very helpful to this process as well. I just do very, very tiny amounts because you can always build off of what you've got going on. If you put globs and globs of makeup on, it's gonna look really cakey very, very easily. So just keep it light at first, and if you want a little bit more coverage, then build off of that. So once that is done, it's time to say goodbye to those under eye circles, right? So just take a concealer of your choice and do a little few lines under here. And I'm actually kind of like, for whatever reason, kind of reddish right under my eyelashes there, so I just kind of have like this little triangular shape that I do. One thing I really like to do with this is let it set for just a very short time so that it can get a little bit tacky, because if I go in and start blending it right away, it kind of just like completely disappears and I see the circles again. The idea is to get rid of the circles, right ladies? So while I'm kind of waiting for that to sort of set, I go around and take care of those little problem areas, little reddish areas that are around your nose. You'll have those. I keep eating my hair, I'm sorry. Okay. All right, once you've got that on, let it set, dry, get yourself in front of a fan, however you want to do it, but this is like very dramatic looking. Okay. All right, so then you can use a beauty sponge if you want to blend this in, however you want to use this. I like using one of these little guys. It's just really light little bristles. And I just tap. And again, the idea is you want to blend. Look up to the sky, make a really scary, weird face. Hopefully I'm not the only one that looks like strange when they're putting on their makeup. It's like a thing you want to do in private. You know, you've seen that person at the red light putting on her mascara and her mouth's like wide open. As you can see, our face is already starting to have that kind of flawless look. And suddenly it looks like I've gotten a full night's sleep, right? We're tricking everybody. All right, next up, again, this is all kind of like liquid foundation right now. You've got that liquid concealer on. You want to give yourself some time for all of this to set. It really works out so much better when you do. So when you have used those liquids, If you are deciding to highlight and contour, if you're using kind of like a stick like I am, you want to make sure that you're doing that before you do any setting powder or translucent powder. So now we get to put our war paint on here. So I've got a nice little dark kind of contour. And you find your cheekbone. Now, my grandma blessed me with nice high cheekbones, which I love, but I like being able to accentuate those. So I find the bone and you go right underneath of it. And that's all you're going to do there. Now, if you ate an extra bag of potato chips for lunch, like I may have done today, you want to find your jawline again. So find your jawline, just do a little light stroke there. And then a few little dots around the forehead. And this is really key because this is kind of what gives you that start of that halo kind of bronze glow around your face. So these are key components here, folks. Again, these are a little bit more of like on, not quite the liquid side, but are a little bit wet. So you want to let this sit for just a few minutes. So while I'm doing that, I am going to take the opposite side here and I have a light color. And this is the highlight. So I like to put that right on my cheek to highlight that part. And I bring a little bit under my eye. And so it's almost like this long triangle kind of shape here. Brings a little down the center of my nose and a little bit right on my chin. So the highlight is what you want to pop and come forward. The dark part is what you want to kind of go back, I guess. And then guys, sometimes you can have all these amazing tools, but sometimes I feel like your own fingers are great tools. So I actually like to use the warmth of my fingertip to kind of blend the product into my skin. I think it actually gives it a very natural sort of look, and that's exactly what I did today to create this look. So I'm doing exactly that for you guys. So again, what I'm doing is I literally am feeling where my cheekbone is. Another reason why I prefer using my finger is because with a blender, sponge, or a tool of any sorts, I can't really go by that feel. So I think that this kind of gives me a little bit more of a natural look when I can actually feel where my cheekbone is. All right, so what you want to do is you want to stroke down when you do that. The idea is that you want to have like these nice hollowed cheeks. So you want to make sure that that's being blended down. Blend, 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 ladies, blend. When in doubt, blend. All right, and then around my forehead here, and you want to kind of just bring it in towards the center. Oh, I'm pulling my baby hairs out, but that's okay. It's actually kind of cute. I like it. All right. Now for underneath the chin, I actually like using this really fun, like giant kabuki brush. Part of the reason might be because it's like as soft as a bunny. But I actually like to kind of use this because it's a little bit more to blend here. So there we go, kind of gives a nice jawline. And then I'll just kind of go in again with this as well. That kind of blurs any lines that we might have left over. All right, with a totally separate finger, I'm just going to kind of tap this in. And I like to pull out in a way because I kind of have some fine lines that can have makeup settle into under my eyes, so I don't want to ever push inside. I'm always kind of like dabbing towards the outer corner of my eye. I just feel like it gives an overall final appearance that is a lot more natural looking. War paint's starting to disappear, ladies, and I'm looking more and more flawless. And again, there's some of you out there that probably have amazing brushes, amazing blenders that you love to use for this. Go ahead, do whatever works for you. Okay, so now you can see we've got a very natural kind of look, but everything's kind of liquidy wet, so we need to set this so it doesn't go anywhere. Especially in the summer, let's face it, we're all sweating, everyone does it. So I take just a loose, translucent powder, dab it, get off the excess, and lightly dust your face with this. Again, I'm always sweeping this way and then down, because if you do have any little baby hairs on your face, you want them laying flat. And it kind of comes back to just using small amounts of your product and then going from there. Building, it's always better to build. So now to further accentuate that kind of bronzy look, which we're going for, I take this brush again, this nice kabuki brush, and I take a bronzy powder, whichever you prefer. I actually prefer a matte one that doesn't have any glitter or any kind of sheen like that. And I just kind of go right over those same parts that you had done your contour, the dark shade. So there, under the jawline. And the powder just highlights it really nicely, but still kind of keeps that natural look. And if you really like a very, very contoured look, then you can build off of this. I kind of fall somewhere in between. And it depends, like if you have photos, something like that, it's always nice to have a little bit extra so that the camera can pick it up. So you can kind of see how this nice little halo-y glow is starting to happen here on the forehead, but it all needs to be blended, ladies. Okay. Woo, okay. We're glowing. I love it because it looks like I had a tan without laying in the sun, because let's face it, if I laid in the sun, I would not turn brown, I would be a lobster. So now we need to add a little bit of color to the cheek. You want to look like that nice rosy flush color. So I just take a nice rose color, go right on the apple of my cheek and out. And I use a very light hand with this because I don't want to go too strong with this, but I really do love a lot of color. And you'll see that down the road too with my other videos. I really like to experiment with color, so I'm gonna bring you some fun things. But here we are just adding like that nice pinky rosy glow, like you've just spent all day in the sun and you don't have a care in the world. Even if you've been in the office, you can still have this look. Even if you can't go on vacation, it's totally fine, we can still get that look. All right, got that nice rosy glow. Okay, so then I really wanted to keep it simple. Again, this is like a look for those girls that prefer a lot of coverage but want to look like very natural, like there isn't a lot of makeup. So I kept the eyes super simple because we do kind of have a lot going on in the rest of the face. So I have this really nice kind of gold color, and I will swatch that here for you. Shimmery, really nice bronzy color. So all I'm gonna do is just take a little bit on a fluffy brush like this and go right in my crease. Just go back and forth. I really like just that little bit of sheen there. Then I took a little bit of a darker color and I took one of these little angled brushes. And I have a very kind of bronze, like bright bronze color. Let's see if you can see that on camera. All I did with this is I lined underneath my waterline. Just bring that little bit of glow and a little bit on the top as well. Super simple. Okay. Next up, this is my favorite part, ladies. The eyebrows are the frame to your eyes, so please don't forget them. They are really important, even though they really are going to technically blend in. Do your eyebrows. If it's not your thing, that's okay. But I do think that it really frames out your face really well. I have found over the years too that if you have nicely manicured, trimmed eyebrows that are taken care of, it's not so difficult to shape them and fill them in when you go to do your makeup. So I like to keep it just like kind of light. I don't have a whole lot of product on here, but this is kind of the look that we're going for here. All right, so I'm going to stop. I'm going to go curl my lashes, put mascara on, and I will be right back. All right, and I'm back. So I have applied this side of the ombre lip as well. If you're interested in that tutorial, you can see that in the description below. We'll link that. And I applied my mascara because I cannot seem to find a way to do that on camera, and I look crazy. So, so that's all that I've added here. Last steps, ladies, a highlighter. I'll go ahead and swatch that as well for you on my hand. I have a very like lightish white pinky kind of highlighter here that I like to use. And I like to use just a really cute little fluffy brush. I think that keeps it nice and lightweight. So I'm just gonna blow off the extra here. you've got that awesome bronzy glow, like you just got back from vacation. And I'm feeling so cute and summery. So again, if you're interested in the ombre lip or even this adorable half up hairstyle, go check out our other videos on our YouTube channel. And as always, you can shop this look and more at wovendevotion.com. Thanks so much, guys. See you later.